So this is what we're working with, and my eBay workspace has gotten totally out of control. My daughter is working for me right now, so I really didn't train her too well. She knows how to draft, she knows how to list on eBay, so it was just start drafting for me. She doesn't know where I put my stuff away at, so I don't let her put anything away after she drafts it. So I end up with piles of stuff that she has recently drafted, plus the stuff that I lay out for her to draft, and it's getting out of control down here. So this is what we're working with in this area, and it actually looks a lot worse than what it is. So this whole box is garage sale stuff. That is garage sale stuff. That box of little mustaches that fell over, that's all garage sale stuff too. I have had these lights since probably January, and I have not listed them, so those are getting listed. The little pile on the floor over there are items that I pulled that I'm getting rid of. I gotta check those. I'll probably either donate them or they're gonna go to the garage sale. And then this is unlisted inventory. This is the area where I put everything for my daughter when I get stuff together that I want her to list. So this is all unlisted inventory. This box is stuff that she has drafted. And right now, this is our workspace, and it is just chaotic. It's crazy. It usually is not this bad, but my sales are up almost 70% right now, so it's been really hard to keep up with things. So like I said, that is why today I am taking the day off. I used to do Whatnot. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do Whatnot anymore. I have to decide that today. If I'm not, all of that stuff needs to be boxed up in the garage sale pile. So this is my space though. It will look a lot better by the end of this video. So right now, these are all the shoes I'm getting rid of. I'm going to get rid of this rack as well. And then these are the shoes that I'm going to keep. That's any artwork that I have up for sale. All of this over here is Whatnot. This is another desk that I use usually for shipping to sort through this jewelry. Like, there's just so much I need to do. That McDonald's thing, I'm going to part that out, so that needs to be taken apart. And then, like I said, this is just like chaos. It needs to be vacuumed. There's stickers all over the floor. And then I have I have 3 more racks going that way. This is my death pile. All of this right here is everything that is not listed. And then I even need to, over in that room is where I keep all of my boxes, and that needs to be organized. So I just have a mess. And honestly, it's not going to take me too long. I just need to put on a podcast, focus, and knock this out. I started recording this video in June, and it basically took me all summer to get my basement set up. I got rid of a lot of items that I didn't want to ship, I didn't want to deal with anymore. Some low ticket items, because I noticed that when I sell low ticket items, I get problematic buyers. I think I have like my little staging picture area pretty much cleaned up. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So this area is much better. Down here, this is all scrap silverware. I have to see if I can lot it up and sell it on eBay by the pound and see if people are interested in it or not. And then I always keep this TV just to test any electronics. And then that's my dehumidifier for the summertime when I need to get some of the moisture out of the air down here. So these are small items that need to be listed. My daughter needs to redo pictures of that. And then this is just all the little stuff that we use. I keep my tape measure up here. I do need to reorganize that and restock. That's all my priority mail boxes, tape, that type of stuff. So I need to redo that now. And then I'm going to work on my death pile. So hi, Frankie. A lot of the stuff on my death pile comes from online auctions. So I source a lot through online auctions. And unfortunately, when you buy box lots, you can't just pick and choose. You have to buy everything that comes in the lot. I'm going to get started on that and see how long it's going to take me. This one's probably going to take me a while. I feel like I have so much on that rack that I don't even know what's on there. Honestly, some of that stuff has probably been there for a very long time. Okay, so these are some Halloween decorations, and I have made my money times like 100 on these. I bought these at the bins. They were 10 cents a piece. They had a ton of Halloween stuff. It was after Halloween, so any Halloween items were 10 cents a piece. I even bought a pallet of Halloween stuff for $25. These have been for sale for quite a while, and like I said, I've already made my money. I'm just gonna put these in the garage sale just to clear up the shelf space. I don't want to deal with those anymore. If you don't know, this is a Bolo. I don't know how much is in here. The guy gave it to me for free at an estate sale. I guess there's enough in there for me to list. Someone will want it. Okay, so I bought this strawberry shortcake VHS because I thought it was new because it's sealed, and somebody just resealed this. Honestly, I'm just gonna throw this in the garage sale. I bet you I bought this cheap, and I thought, oh, it's so cheap, I'm just gonna grab it. Even if it takes 6 months to sell, I'll make $8. And I don't want to do that anymore. My grandpa's lottery tickets that I checked for him that are losers, I need to throw away. Frankie, get your toy and go lay down. Come here. You got crusties in your eyes. I still haven't checked. I get so nervous to sell anything to do with the sleep apnea machines. I forget what they're called. I think that's what they're called. But this is a water reservoir, and I don't know if I can list it. So I've tried to sell the mask before, and those got taken down. But somebody said that you can sell these other parts. My mask didn't have prescription only on them, and this doesn't have prescription only on it as well. So hopefully I can list this. I'm gonna do a little bit of research on this today. I didn't even know I had this camera. Okay, so I need to get this camera listed. Okay guys, I'm gonna go through some more of this, and then I'll show you what it looks like in about 30-45 minutes. So I feel like I got really far with my death pile rack. It looks so much better. I got rid of so much stuff. Now the only downfall is the area that I had clean is now a mess. But it's because I need to price stuff and get it out of here and get it upstairs and into the garage. So it's going to be a little like moving the mess around until I get some stuff out of here. Okay, so this is everything from my death pile rack that I'm going to keep. I did not go through the top shelf, but I think I'm keeping everything on the top shelf. But so much more room on my death pile rack to put everything that I purchased over this weekend, which is not going to fit there, so it needs to get listed. I wanted to list some stuff, but I think what I think I'm going to do next is handle this shelf. So this is like unlisted stuff on the floor, and then just stuff. So this is breakables and my like perfumes, beauty products, all that stuff. And then it's supposed to be like all glassware. And then the top of my racks is kind of just a hodgepodge. I put anything that's boxed on those. And I did sell that yesterday, so I could probably pull that down, box it up. My post office doesn't close until 3:30 on Saturdays, so I could possibly get that shipped out. If not, at least get it boxed up. That room is my box room. I need to work on that. Okay, so I'm going to take a little break. I just kind of sort of finished those boxes, but not really. I found quite a few products that are not listed. Let me show you guys what I'm working with right now. Those perfumes aren't listed. Some of that stuff down there is listed, some isn't. Some of this stuff I have to look into. Other stuff was in the wrong place, so I got to put that away. But as of right now, this is like random vintage stuff along with face products. And then over here, this is all cleaning supplies. I didn't realize how much vintage cleaning supplies I have. So it's all in here. And then this over here is going to be mostly like Bath and Body Works products and then hair products. And then I put all of my full-size perfumes and colognes right there. All my minis are right here. And then these are like boxed sets and then soaps. And then I still need to work my way up. This house, oh, let me zoom out for you guys. This house, I'm going to take these off and whatever else I can, part it out, and then put it to the curb, the rest of it. If you hear my dog crying, my daughter is laying out outside, and she's losing her mind because she can't go outside right now. So I still, like I said, I still got a mess down here, but I'm going to have to stop. I need to list a couple of items. I think I'm going to list 15 and then jump back into this. I have like a bigger mess now than what I started with. So I'll have to throw up the date when I first started recording that video. So I believe it was sometime in the beginning of June. So it's been about 3.5 months, and I've slowly changed my business model, what I'm selling, what I'm not selling, and I got rid of a lot of inventory, and I've obviously rearranged a lot. My setup is pretty much how I want it. I will show you guys how I keep everything organized and how I know where everything is when it sells. That is not listed yet. I have to get that listed. So before I had shoes over here, I always cover this window. I'm always afraid if it's dark outside and light in here that somebody's going to be outside watching me. So I cover that window with the priority mailbox. But earlier in this video, I had shoes on this rack. I decided to sell all my shoes on Whatnot, and now this is pretty much all of my hair tools. So I have all my hot rollers, all of my other hair tools here, mop refills, basically anything to do with the bathroom that is not like a perfume or lotion goes right here. Now I pulled all my artwork except for those 3 posters right there. So those need to go, and they will eventually. Honestly, I'll probably just put them on the curb and let someone take them versus donating. And then this rack is, I kept some small toys, not many, and then the rest of it is going to be all hair accessories all the way down. And then this is one big difference in earlier in the video. I have 750 items on eBay. This rack holds 400 of them. I only had 2 racks of like perfumes, lotions, that type of stuff, discontinued cleaning supplies, and now this rack, almost the entire rack is all those things. And I like having them in these boxes. I can slide them out and find the item when it sells. And what I do is, this is all cleaning supplies right here. Down here is all lotions and body gels, body sprays, but not perfumes. And then I have all my perfumes. Any beauty supplies that I have that is still boxed goes right here. All of my mini perfumes are here. I have a couple more boxed items. These are going to be no perfumes, nothing like that. But I have, as you can see, some Rogaine, some Pledge. These are like bandages, that type of thing. And then up here is going to be mostly hair stuff in here. And then this is a little bit of a mix of hair stuff and skincare items. And then here, this is going to be majority hair. There will be a couple of skincare items, but whenever something sells, it's really easy for me to pull it out. I have a little step stool that I use because these shelves are obviously a lot taller than I am. And then up here, my kitchen stuff takes up so much room. So I just sold these bowls for $56. They were in a video, I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then, so coffee pots, blenders, that type of thing on this top shelf, just because this is where they fit. So I try to keep my stuff organized, but sometimes I will just put stuff on a top shelf if I need a big shelf and I need a lot of room. Now this is where it gets messy. So this was my death pile rack, but I need this metal rack to hold heavy stuff. And I had way too much stuff. I'm sure you guys remember from earlier in the video, I had way too much holiday stuff because this is all of my holiday stuff. And I tried to rearrange it, but I just have too much. There's no getting around it. What I decided to do is take my death pile all the way over there, and it is on one of the black racks over there now. So it's closer to the listing area, which makes more sense. And then, like I said, I need these metal racks to hold heavy items. So this right here, I don't know if I'm going to put this in a video or not. We'll wait and see. I took a chance on quite a few items. We'll see. We'll see if I put it out there or not. Anyways, so right now I have bought some shoes too. And I don't want to get sucked into selling shoes, but it's kind of hard to pass up the good stuff. So anyways, this is all listed inventory, unlisted inventory. This is Halloween stuff. I do have another rack right here, or shelf, that I need to put on the top and organize that a little bit better, but obviously I'm always crunched for time. This is not listed, so he's death pile. And then that blender is listed, and then the stuff on the ground is not listed. And then this is all of my breakables. This item right here actually sold. I need to pack that up tonight. It needs to be shipped tomorrow. But I really don't have too many breakables, so I just keep them on this little shelf right here. And then, like I had mentioned, this is all of my holiday stuff. One day I will change this. This is from when me and my dad sold Barbie stuff together, and it still has Skipper and Tootie and Little Kittle. That's where we would organize all of this, would have like different era of Barbie stuff, and we would keep it here. Anyways, so this top is going to be all eyeshadows, and then all of my lipsticks and any lip gloss, anything to do with lips is kept in here. And then everything else is all, these are all eyeshadows. And then the next drawer, this is all like artsy stuff, I guess you could say, like writing utensils. These are all combs. And then I keep like the razors, any floss, anything. Again, it's just like bathroom items, makeup, random stuff, but I know what's in there. These spices and Tupperware salt and pepper shaker. And then down here are brushes. And then at the beginning of the video, I claimed I was going to list these. Yeah, they're still not listed. So maybe after my estate sale, I'll get those listed. And then I have vacuum. This one's like kind of random. It used to be electronics, but I kind of stopped selling electronics. There are quite a few electronics on here. If I have any, this is where they go. But for the most part, this is going to be electronics, and I guess I would say like home items. Again, as soon as something sells, I never know where my keys are. I always make this reference. I never know where my keys are, but I always know when something sells. I could be laying in bed. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning, and I know exactly where it's at in my eBay room. Okay, guys, this one is going to be any Barbie stuff that I have, which I don't have much right now. And then these are going to be any dolls that I have. And then this one I noticed the other day. I can probably condense this with the other drawer, just pens and pencils. This one's empty. I got rid of a lot. And then actually I just sold this, so I'll pull this out. This is really cute. I paid $1 for this, or 50 cents at a garage sale. And this one is like small accessories, so like this Carhartt hat, pair of vintage Nike socks, some vintage underwear, and some vintage socks. And then down here, that is empty. And if you notice all of these on the ground, I was testing all of these last night. I have had some of these since I went to Kentucky with my daughter. I want to say that was like March or April that we went on our thrifting road trip. So what I did is I just filled up this Yeti and my Stanley, and I tested all of these last night sitting right here. Okay, guys, this one right here, other than those little reindeer down there, this is going to be all kitchen items. So on the top shelves, across everywhere, I like anything that has a box. Usually I will put them on the top shelf. I don't think I showed you guys over there, but I have stuff that's new in the box over there as well. So anything that's in a box, usually I like to put it on the top because I can stack it up pretty high. I had wanted to put a rack going down the middle right here, but because this beam is here, it would kind of hinder how much I could put on the racks. So I decided to just keep everything against the walls for right now. So I started picking up magazines, and they ended up on this shelf. These ones need to go over here. I don't know if I'm going to keep picking them up. We'll see what happens with these. I experiment a lot, so I will update you guys, let you know how it goes. But again, this is just like in here, I have a lot of flatware, and then I keep all my flatware right here as well. And what I have started doing is writing on the bag what it is. Now, a lot of this flatware is not listed because it's not going to sell, so I pulled it. Like, take this set, for instance. I had spoons and forks to go with this. The spoons and forks sold, and I'm stuck with the knives. Knives, when you break up sets, they're really hard to sell. So a lot of these bags, if I were to pull them out, they would just be knives. So I need to go through, see what I pulled off of eBay and donate. Or sell it in like a scrap lot. So that's what all of this stuff is over here. And then I added this table. Actually, it would have been this table I added. So now this is the shipping area. And I only buy 2-size poly mailers. I keep them both in there. My printer's right there. This is still a hot mess. I did organize it since the last video, but it always ends up a hot mess. So this is where I keep anything priority, like all my priority boxes, and then my eBay tape up there as well. And then my bubble wrap. This is my daughter's workstation. I mean, I do draft too, but she drafts most of my listings. So this is stuff that she still needs to draft. Usually what I do is I'll stack stuff here. There's stuff underneath the table as well, and then stuff on the table, and then this right here behind her. This is stuff she needs to draft too. It's just like the last video. It's not organized right now. It's just kind of holding stuff. And then I need to get rid of these weights. They're in the way. Nobody uses them. So I plan to put these on Facebook Marketplace eventually, and I will have all of this room back to me. And then these are some rainbow vacuum parts that my daughter needs to draft as well. My boxes are in this room. This is another example of just putting stuff where it's going to work best on my shelves. So this toilet paper should be over with my discontinued items, but it's so light, I don't want to waste the space on a metal rack. So I put it over here with all of this stuff on these plastic racks, which have a tendency to bow when you put too much stuff on them. So I try to be really careful what I put over here. This is holding linens right here, and then at the very top. And then I have toys, more toys. These are the rest of the parts to that McDonald's thing that I took apart. Again, this is another one. It says Mod Barbie, but that is actually going to be unlisted inventory because this is my death pile right here. So that's unlisted inventory right there. And then in that box, there's waffle blocks. And then again, this is just going to be more toys. This actually sold. I need to get that list or packed up tonight. Again, more toys. I need to go through this because I pulled some of this stuff to get rid of. This is going to be toys and like a lot of little action figures and stuff. I bought these big bags for like maybe 2 items that were in there, and I need to just get rid of the rest of it. And then down here, I have my plastic kitchen items. So that, again, they're not taking up room on a metal shelf where heavy items should be. And we are not going to open that door. That is a lot of whatnot inventory that I don't know what I want to do with still. And now that my desk is where I want it, I have this big blank wall behind me. So I got to figure something out for that because now I'll be sitting here and recording. So I have to have something behind me. So I got to figure something out. So for right now, this really works well for me, the way everything is placed, where my racks are, the way I have it organized, what is on each rack, but that can change from month to month. So next month I could buy a whole bunch of coffee pots and need a lot of room. So I'll condense, move things around. I'm sure I'll be picking up a lot more Christmas stuff soon because there'll be more Christmas items at the thrift stores. So I might have to reevaluate my holiday rack. Hopefully I will sell all of the Halloween stuff. If it doesn't start moving, I'd say in the next couple of days, I will probably go ahead and start that holiday sale. So the craziness for me starts tomorrow. We start pricing and staging the estate sale that my parents and I just took on. I mentioned it at the end of my last video. My parents and I have an estate sale company. It's not too often we take sales this year because of how crazy our schedules have been. But we did sign a contract a couple days to host an estate sale, and it's going to happen a lot sooner than what we had initially thought. Today is Thursday, and the sale starts next Thursday. So we have a week not even an entire week, because Saturday is my daughter's homecoming, and then Monday my mom can't work at all, but my dad will be there part of the day with me. So basically we have Friday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We have 5 days to set up for this sale, which hopefully will be more than enough. I will make one video about the estate sale. I'll show you guys our setup process, some of our pricing, and then once everything's all set up, I'll run through the house, show you guys everything. Now, what that means for me is eBay is definitely taking a back burner. I'm not gonna have any time to source any new inventory between now and honestly next Sunday. Maybe I will go out thrifting. I don't like to put my store on vacation mode, so I'll probably extend my handling to give me a little bit more time. I'm probably gonna go to 4-day handling, so I'm sure my sales are gonna take a bit of a hit, which is okay because I will be making money from the estate sale. And a lot of people have been asking me on social media if I source from the estate sales or if I take first dibs, and the answer is no. I never do, just because I want as many desirable items in the sale as possible to pull people in. I would rather have people lined up around the block at 3 o'clock in the morning for the sale versus selling these items on eBay for myself. And at the end of the sale, if there's anything left that we do want to buy, we purchase it for the price on the ticket. So I'm going to end this one right here because I have orders to ship, and I am leaving the house at 7 o'clock in the morning to start pricing and staging tomorrow. So I have a lot of work to do tonight. I also need to list about 10 items on the minimum. I'm trying to list every day for the next 6 days. I think I'm 4 days into this. I don't even know. I have a listing challenge up on my Facebook, and I don't even remember what day it is in the challenge. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of you, and I will see you guys on my bonus video on Saturday.